G'day and welcome to Aussie Vision. We are here at the end of rehearsal day, second rehearsals, day one. And we are just outside the stadium here at a local cafe and bar. You can just buy it in the street here. So, Mike, you've been in the press centre all day. You've had a pretty busy day here. But we are going to wrap up with all the songs that have been going so far, haven't we?
Yeah, we are. I guess we're going to talk about that last portion of songs.
Yes.
Well, it started off with Croatia. Yeah, look, first and foremost, she seemed to be the one that had the most technical problems. There was definitely some in-ear issues to start with, plus also some timing issues coming in the second run. Third run, it probably all came together. Look, it's. I can see what they're trying to do with the three dancers and her. I'm not entirely sure it's working.
There's aspects I really like when you first see it's like, oh, they're going to tell the story. The three dancers, it's like a love triangle situation. But then after a while, they're moving around a lot, and you kind of your eyes are taking all over the shot. But I love what she's wearing. She's wearing this pink and red thing that really works really well with the blue background. Also, she sings the last kind of verse in Croatian, which I think is a really nice step.
Yep.
I think it works well.
Yeah, I like the concept. I do. Maybe it just needs more rehearsal with the dancers. The thing with the dance routine is it's very simple, and when you're doing things that are simple, it needs to be spot on.
Perfect, yeah.
Otherwise, things are very noticeable. They're not. It needs rehearsal. It needs to be refined. I don't know. I'm not sure it's working.
Yeah, look,
I'm not sure it's working.
I think it needs to be perfect, as you say. It certainly needs a little bit more work. It did see the most clunky of the whole lot, but I like the concept. I like what they've gone with. I think they've given them a shot if they can get it right, but the big question is, can they get it right?
Fine line between storytelling and just confusing the viewer with what's going on.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, who do we have next?
Our next up was Denmark with Ready. Look, I thought this was a good polish up from the national final performance, particularly the vocal at the start. I think she really nails that very, very well.
Yeah.
But for me, and I'm probably going to disagree with you on this one, this is the most affected by the background. We are using colour blocking, and when you're using colour blocking, that's a block of colour, not a block of colour with a big black rainbow in the middle of it. It's too noticeable. I think it does ruin a lot of the good effect that they have, because otherwise it would be a nice clean performance, colour blocked, all very angular, but unfortunately we do have this sort of monolith in the middle.
Look, the only thing I'll say with this, right, is that of course everything that has an LED is being affected by this black hole sun kind of thing going on. I think they're the least impacted though, because it's such a clean block of colour, so it actually just all clean, so you're not getting words cut off, you're not getting images cut off, and that colour's popping through that black rainbow thing at times. So I think out of all the ones who are using LED, I actually thought this still came across okay. I don't think it's going to make any difference to how it's going to go. I think it is what it is, and I don't think a black rainbow is going to either make you qualify or not qualify.
I'm going to completely and utterly disagree. When you're colour blocking, you're using blocks of colour. But anyway, let's talk about the song.
Well, you're colourblind, so whatever.
I can still see a big black thing in the middle of the bloody stage. Look, rock-wise, they come across very well on the camera, etc. It's not too disparate between all the camera shots between all the members, which is good. There's a part where they have a downward camera thing. I wish they used that a bit more. They don't really utilise that. I thought that's a very nice little touch. And the use of the band's name on the LED floor was very good as well, I thought. But
we love branding queens, and they've done it here. You got to remember who they are, their names there, and I think they did a very decent performance. Kind of what I expected them to do, though, to be honest.
I kind of agree, and as we talked about previously, in the running order, this will pop because it has got energy. So, yeah.
Okay, so who was next?
Next up was Austria. Why don't you kick us off?
I will kick us off, actually. Look, I'll be honest, the first run through, it was ropey. It wasn't good. The backing, very strong backing vocals, and it was almost too loud. She couldn't hear herself sing, and she was out of tune. Second run through, though, it was dropped down a bit. She might have been not projecting quite as much, but she was in tune with what was happening, which this is about a televote. They've just got to perform it well enough that people are going to enjoy it. It's not a jury vote song. I actually thought she did better than I expected her to do. But I had low expectations.
It certainly got better with every run through. I totally agree with you. There was a massive vocal mix issue in that first one between her and the backing, and it was just all over the place. It just was refined per run through. Look, staging wise, It's almost the complete opposite of what we had with Deruda and Sebastian Raymond, where they were so far apart, they didn't look like a cohesive act. This one, they're standing in this ring, it's almost constricting them.
Yeah.
I almost feel like she needs to almost break out of that ring, but I mean, at least it keeps it all in the one shot kind of thing.
It is all tight, and when they bring in the pyros, it does add something else, but I agree, they're constrained. Like, maybe some dancers would have come out, or something to give some movement around it, because it just seems so constrained in this ring. The only thing good is that you're getting some pyro, some smoke towards the end.
Yeah, they also use a lot of sort of shots out to the... oh, gosh.
Oh, my God, we've got to talk about talking now. And it's about to rain, so we should probably move on to the last one now.
Yeah, fair enough. So our second
last
was Greece. Excellent, really, really good. I thought with Greece, to be honest, a delegation has done their homework. They've done the preparation. This is almost shot for shot, ready to go to the stage. The lighting is terrific. They also add not just vocal moments, they have visual moments as well that you're looking, and it's very, very good.
Yeah, look, we'll speak loud. We've got some lovely Italian music in the background, but hopefully you can still hear us okay. I thought Greece was so good. I was so impressed with them. They really lifted for me. I thought the staging looked good. Her vocal was fantastic. The camera shots are so good. And the props work well. The colour works well. This ticked every box. This was, to me, probably maybe the equal overall best solid package of the day. Maybe not the winner of the day, but it's between them and Ukraine. Very, very, very good from Greece. Very, very impressed.
Yeah, I was very impressed with Greece. I'm actually going to sort of side with Greece. I thought they were the most impressive performance we saw today.
Ooh. I would still say Ukraine had more. It gave me feels where I just went, wow. Greece, there was no wow moment, Greece, maybe one note. And so I was like very impressive, but it wasn't like, wow, go and smash it kind of thing.
Fair enough. And then we had the delayed rehearsal from Portugal. They came on last. Look, it's a subtle and beautiful little song. They match it with subtle, beautiful little staging to a degree. There's no real wow factor here, but it is intimate and it works.
Yeah. And look, I thought it was very nice. Like, I was worried about that circle and if you'd be able to see her properly, but I think you can. I think the shots work most of the time. Sometimes they're a bit funny, but the intimate performance on that satellite stage is actually really impressive. So, yeah, I thought it's exactly kind of what I expected it to be, and so we'll just see how it ends up going on the night. But ticks for Portugal without being amazed by it.
Yeah, and all the vocals and everything was spot on. So it's all about just tightening up a few camera angles, I think, for them. It's pretty much what you would expect.
All right, well, look, that's it for now. We've got another performance.
Mini Sanremo about to kick in.
It's going to go there. We'll show you if you can see. Like, hang on. So if we keep going around, over there somewhere, I think you can see him. He's giving a performance to everyone in the bar tonight. So, look, it's all good. We're finished up for day one of rehearsals, and we'll catch you tomorrow for everything else. And you can listen to our podcast, can't you?
Yeah, absolutely. We'll do a complete wrap-up of all the day on the podcast, so look out for that one. But, yeah, on YouTube, we'll be back tomorrow for the next day of rehearsals.
Yeah, listen to the podcast. There will be no background music on that one. Cheers, guys.
Take care.
Ciao, ciao.